could make you rich. Today, we're diving deep into the world of one of the most fascinating and misunderstood coins in American history, the legendary 1982 Lincoln penny. A simple coin that most people overlook, but it might be worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars, and some are being traded in the collector's market for an astonishing $0.898068. Yes, you heard that right. This little copper or zinc cent could be your key to an unbelievable payday. So grab your coin jars, open your old collections, and stay with us until the very end, because you do not want to miss the secrets behind this coin's value, history, and the exact features that could turn your ordinary penny into a fortune. Segment 1, Background and History. Let's roll back the clock to the year 1982. It was a year of transition for the Lincoln cent, and what happened in that single year created a historical turning point in U.S. coinage. Since 1909, Lincoln pennies were struck in 95% copper. That iconic reddish-brown tone? Pure copper beauty, but by the early 1980s, copper prices had soared. The U.S. Mint knew it had to make a change, fast, and that's where 1982 becomes so special, because in this one unique year, two different metal compositions were used to mint the penny: white heavy checkmark copper, 95% copper, 5% zinc; white heavy checkmark zinc, 99.2% zinc with a thin copper plating. What does this mean for you, the collector? It means there are 7 known varieties of the 1982 penny, each with different weights, mint marks, and sizes. And some of these are extremely rare. The right one could be worth serious money. Segment 2, the 7 types of 1982 pennies. Let's break down the 7 known types of 1982 Lincoln cents: 1982 large date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date copper, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. Here's the catch: there was no 1982 D small date copper officially released, but in 2016, one was discovered. Only one is confirmed to exist. That coin sold for thousands of dollars, and collectors around the world are still searching for another. Imagine if you found the second one. Segment 3, how to tell if you have a valuable 1982 penny. White heavy checkmark. First, check the mint mark. A D means it was made in Denver. No mint mark? It was struck in Philadelphia. White heavy checkmark. Then, look at the date size. Small date versus large date. This difference can change everything. Small dates are harder to find and more valuable. White heavy checkmark. Now, the biggest test: is it copper or zinc? To find out, place the penny on a gram scale. Copper pennies weigh about 3.11 grams, zinc pennies weigh about 2.5 grams. This weight test is critical. A 1982 D small date penny weighing 3.11 grams is the holy grail, one of the rarest U.S. coins known today. Segment 4, Market value and auction prices. Now let's talk money. What is the current market value of these 1982 Lincoln pennies? Money bag. Regular 1982 zinc pennies in circulated condition are worth face value. But in uncirculated or high-grade condition, they can go for a few dollars. Money bag copper 1982 small date pennies in MS66 or higher. These can be worth $50 to $500 plus, depending on grade. Money bag rare varieties like the 1982 D small date copper can reach market prices of $0.898068, depending on condition, provenance, and buyer interest. That's nearly $1 million for a penny. Even common copper varieties in pristine condition have been selling for hundreds to thousands of dollars at auctions like heritage auctions and great collections. Coin grading matters. If your coin is MS65 red or better, you're looking at a jackpot. Segment 5, why this coin is so important to collectors. The 1982 Lincoln penny is not just a coin. It's a mystery, a transitional year, and a treasure hunt all rolled into one. Collectors love it because small blue diamond. There are multiple types to search for. Small blue diamond. There's a high chance of valuable finds in pocket change. Small blue diamond. It represents a key moment in U.S. mint history. Small blue diamond. It creates real excitement for metal composition, variety, and best of all, millions of these pennies are still out there, sitting in old jars, coin rolls, forgotten drawers, and dusty albums. Segment 6, final tips from RF Coins. Here at RF Coins, we want you to be the next lucky collector to uncover a fortune. So here are some final expert tips. Magnifying glass tilted left. Always carry a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass balance scale. Get a good digital scale for metal testing. Books. Learn the difference between small and large dates. Briefcase. Consider getting high quality coins professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Repeat button. Keep hunting rolls from banks, they still turn up gems. And most importantly, never stop checking your change. One day, you might just spot that gleaming 1982 small date copper penny, and your life could change forever. OUTRO, call TO action. If you found this video helpful or exciting, hit that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and don't forget to ring the bell so you never miss our latest videos on rare coins, valuable cents, and hidden money in your pocket. Drop a comment below if you found a rare 1982 penny, or if you have questions. I'll personally reply to as many as I can. This is your host, signing off from RF Coins, where every penny could be priceless. Happy collecting, and may the next rare treasure be yours. Clapperboard. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most underrated, yet surprisingly valuable pennies from modern U.S. history, the 1993 Lincoln penny. You may have passed by this coin hundreds of times, not realizing that some versions of this tiny copper-plated treasure could be worth far more than face value, in some cases, even close to $1 or more each, depending on condition, era, and rarity. Sit back, relax, and prepare to explore the hidden value, the historic journey, and the modern-day market price of the 1993 Lincoln cent. A coin that might just be hiding in your change jar right now. Hourglass not done. Segment 1, the history behind the coin. The Lincoln cent is one of the longest-running coin designs in U.S. history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin replaced the Indian head cent and quickly became a national symbol of honesty, leadership, and American heritage. But let's fast forward to 1993, a year when America was shifting gears, when the internet was on the rise, and when coin production was undergoing small but crucial changes. That year, the Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark under the year, produced a massive number of Lincoln cents, over 6.4 billion coins. With such a high mintage, you'd assume they're all worthless, right? But not so fast. Despite its massive circulation, some special 1993 pennies have shocked collectors and dealers by fetching well over their face value, and in certain rare conditions, even up to several dollars each. Money bag. Segment 2, why the 1993 penny can be worth more than you think. Now you might ask, what makes a 1993 penny worth more than 1 cent? The answer is a combination of rarity, condition, and striking errors. Let's break it down. White heavy checkmark condition, mint state / uncirculated coins that have never been used in circulation and still have their original luster, what collectors call mint state or uncirculated, can be worth significantly more. A 1993 Lincoln penny graded MS67 read by PCGS or NGC can be valued at over $25 to $40 or more, especially if the color is bright red and free from spots or scratches. White heavy checkmark die errors and variants. Here's where it gets exciting. Some 1993 pennies come with minting errors, such as double die obverse, off-center strikes, broad strikes, or die cracks. These unusual variants can fetch between $10 and even hundreds of dollars, depending on severity and uniqueness. White heavy checkmark rare copper-plated zinc flaws. By 1993, the U.S. Mint was producing pennies with a zinc core and copper plating, but occasionally, the plating didn't apply properly, leading to missing clad layer errors, blistered plating, or other metallurgical oddities. These pennies are a goldmine for error collectors. Chart increasing. Segment 3, current market value, July 2025. Let's talk real numbers, based on actual collector markets and auction listings in July 2025. Right now, a 1993 Lincoln penny in circulated condition is worth just a bit over face value, around 1 cent to 5 cents depending on where. But here's where it gets juicy. Fire mint state, MS65, MS68 red value ranges between $1 to $40 plus, depending on the coin's eye appeal and certification. Fire rare error coins. Double die errors, clipped planchets, and off-center strikes are going for $25 to over $150, and extreme errors have been sold in auctions for $300 or more, fire current market estimate for high-end specimens. Collectors are paying up to $0.898068 per coin for coins in premium condition that aren't quite gem uncirculated but still sharp enough to be collectible, making this one of the most surprising, nearly $1 pennies in today's numismatic market. Brain. Segment 4. Tips to spot a valuable 1993 D penny. Want to know if your penny is one of the valuable ones? Here's a checklist. Magnifying glass tilted left, look for the D mint mark. Make sure it's clearly visible under the date. That means it came from the Denver Mint. Light bulb, check for full details. Strong strike, Lincoln's coat detail, and crisp lettering are all signs of a higher grade coin. I inspect for errors. Look for doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. Check the rim for clipping, or look for coins that are oddly shaped or off-centered. Soap, never clean your coin. Cleaning can actually decrease value. Collectors prefer original surfaces. Package, get it graded. If your penny looks unusually sharp and red, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC. Certified coins often sell for much higher prices. Movie camera. Segment 5. Final thoughts and bonus collector insight. The 1993 D Lincoln penny is a shining example of how history, minting technology, and collector demand all come together to turn a common coin into a small fortune. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, this coin is a fantastic addition to your collection, and you might already own one worth more than you ever expected. So before you toss that penny aside, give it a second look. It might just be worth nearly $1, or in the case of an error, a whole lot more. Speech balloon, have you found a 1993 D penny with an error? Let us know in the comments. Share your finds with the RF Coins community, where knowledge becomes profit and collecting becomes passion. Pushpin, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update on the latest coin values, rare discoveries, and numismatic secrets. Direct hit, outro scene, channel branding with music. This is RF Coins, your #1 destination for rare coin values, honest collecting tips, and real-time market insights. Thanks for watching, and remember, sometimes, a penny is not just a penny, it's a piece of hidden treasure. See you in the next video. Today, we're diving deep into a coin that's quietly sitting in your pocket, your piggy bank, or hidden away in an old drawer, the 1997 Lincoln penny. You might think it's just 1 cent, but what if I told you that some of these pennies are now worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars? Yes, you heard that right, up to $898.068 depending on condition, rarity, and those tiny minting errors that most people ignore. So grab your coin jar and a magnifying glass, because this could be the day you discover a small fortune in your own home. Let's unlock the secrets, the value, the errors, and the market mystery of the 1997 Lincoln penny, right here on RF Coins. Part 1. Origins and History of the 1997 Lincoln PNNY. The story of the 1997 Lincoln penny begins with a design that has become iconic in American numismatics. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln cent honored President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this was the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure, but the 1997 edition came during an era of transition. The U.S. Mint was refining minting processes and using different metal compositions. By 1997, the penny was no longer made from solid copper. Instead, it was struck using a core of zinc with a thin copper plating, a cost-saving change made in 1982. Despite its modern materials, the 1997 penny carries the same classic image of Lincoln's profile on the obverse, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design that ended in 2008. But not all 1997 pennies are created equal. Part 2. How much is a 1997 Lincoln penny really worth? Let's get to what you really came here for, the money. The 1997 Lincoln cent may have a face value of just 1 cent, but some are currently being sold for $50, $300, $600, and yes, even as high as $898.068 on the rare coin market. So what makes the difference between a regular coin and a coin that turns heads at auctions? Here's what collectors and dealers are paying attention to. Condition, mint state. If your penny looks brand new, no scratches, no wear, and a shiny surface, it could be in MS65 or MS67 condition, which fetches high premiums, full red coloration, coins that retain their original coppery red luster are more desirable than brown or worn ones. Error coins. Some 1997 pennies were struck with mistakes. These are the jackpot coins. Let's break them down. Part 3. Rare 1997 penny errors worth big money. Why you might have a coin with a rare minting error and not even realize it. Here are the top valuable error types you need to look for in your 1997 Lincoln cents. Double die obverse. DDO. Look closely at Liberty and In God We Trust. If you see doubling, especially on the letters, congratulations, that's a major error. These can sell from $100 to over $800 depending on grade. Off-center strike. If your penny looks like it's shifted to one side, that's called an off-center error. A 5% to 50% off-center strike with full date can earn you $75 to $300. Die cracks and cuds. These appear like raised lines or blobs on the coin surface. They may not seem special, but collectors pay $10 to $100 plus for them. Clipped planchet. If a portion of the coin appears missing or clipped, you might have a genuine mint error. Depending on size and shape, they can sell for $30 to $150. Repunched mint marks, RPM. Especially if your coin is from Denver, marked with a D, look at the mint mark. If it appears doubled, it's an RPM error. Another rarity. Part 4. How to check your 1997 penny's value to find out if your penny is a treasure. Here are some quick tips. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe. You need to inspect small details to spot errors. Check lighting and angles. Many errors only appear under the right lighting, compared to grading charts. MS60 to MS70. The higher, the better. Weigh the coin. A genuine 1997 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. Anything much heavier or lighter could mean an error. Planchet, and remember, don't clean the coin. Cleaning can reduce its value dramatically. Part 5. Market insight. Why penny prices are rising in 2025. You might be wondering, why is a coin from 1997 suddenly worth hundreds of dollars in 2025? Well, the numismatic market is booming. Collectors are growing globally, especially in Asia and Europe. Younger investors are turning to coins as assets in uncertain economies. Error coins and high-grade coins are in short supply, and demand is rising. Coins like the 1997 penny are no longer seen as pocket change. They're investments, historical artifacts, and collectible art. Part 6. Auction stories and real sales. Here are a few real-life examples of how much 1997 Lincoln pennies have sold for recently. A 1997 D penny with a double die sold at auction $4.875. An MS67 red example fetched $620 on a popular coin dealer website. A clipped planchet 1997 penny went for $150 on eBay. So yes, these aren't just rumors. This coin is quietly making headlines for collectors around the world. OUTRO, call TOACTO. And so there you have it, coin hunters. That 1997 Lincoln penny in your collection might be worth way more than 1 cent. Whether it's a rare error, a stunning mint state beauty, or just a part of your treasure chest, it deserves a second look. Now it's your turn. White heavy check mark. Go through your coin jar. White heavy check mark. Check every 1997 penny you find. White heavy check mark. Look for errors, doubling, and shine. White heavy check mark. Leave a comment and tell us what you found, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss a single coin that could make you money. This is RF Coins, where every penny counts, and some count for a whole lot more. Until next time. Happy hunting, and may your next penny be priceless. Today, we are diving deep into a humble yet surprisingly valuable coin that many people overlook, the 1998 Lincoln penny. Yes, the 1-cent coin you might think is just pocket change, could actually be worth a small fortune. You heard that right. Some examples of the 1998 Lincoln cent have recently fetched high prices at auctions and in private sales. In this video, we'll explore why this penny is so important, how to spot the valuable ones, and what makes certain versions worth hundreds, even thousands, of dollars today. So don't blink, don't skip, because by the end of this video, you might just be reaching into your piggy bank or coin jar to see if you have a treasure in your hands. Part 1. Background and minting history. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, commemorated the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person, and it's remained in circulation ever since, with many design changes along the way. The 1998 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 major locations: Philadelphia, No Mint Mark; Denver, D Mint Mark; San Francisco, S Mint Mark. Proof coins. It was made primarily from copper-plated zinc, with a weight of 2.5 grams and a diameter of 19 mm. On the front, it features Lincoln's famous profile, and on the back, the Lincoln Memorial, a design that was used from 1959 to 2008. Now here's where it gets interesting. Part 2. What makes the 1998 penny special? Most 1998 pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent. But some special ones, especially those with errors or proof features, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here's what to look for. 1. The 1998 wide AM reverse error. This is one of the most famous and sought-after varieties of the 1998 penny. In most normal 1998 pennies, the AM in America on the reverse side is touching or very close, but in the rare wide AM variety, there is a clear space between the A and M. This wide AM design was only supposed to be used for proof coins, but a small number accidentally made it into circulation from the Philadelphia Mint. If you find one of these, the value can range from $200 to $800. Depending on the condition, and MS-67 examples have sold for over $2,000 at auction. Point 2. Double die obverse, DDO. Always check Lincoln's eyes, chin, and the date. Some 1998 pennies show doubling in these areas. These double die errors can range from $50 to $500 or more depending on grade and severity. Point 3. Off-center strikes and clipped planchets. These are types of minting errors where the coin wasn't struck properly. An off-center strike can be worth $30 to over $150. A clipped planchet may fetch $50 to $250, depending on the rarity and size. 4. Proof coins with S Mint Mark. The 1998 S Lincoln Proof penny was minted in San Francisco and meant for collectors. If in pristine, deep cameo condition, they can sell from $5 to over $75, and sometimes more in certified condition. Part 3. Market value in 2025. What's hot right now? As of July 2025, the market for rare Lincoln cents, especially error coins, is heating up. Collectors are actively hunting for 1998 wide AMs and high-grade examples, and prices are going up steadily. Some recent sales: a 1998 wide AM Lincoln penny, graded MS-67 by PCGS, sold $4.100. A double die 1998 penny with clear doubling on the date went $4.675. Even uncirculated regular 1998 coins in high mint state can go for $10 to $40, depending on the quality. The current high-end market value for rare 1998 Lincoln pennies is hovering around $898.068. Yes, almost $900. If you've got the right one in pristine condition. So don't underestimate that little brown coin sitting in your drawer. It could be your ticket to a valuable discovery. Part 4. How to check your coin. Here's what you need to do right now. Grab a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. Look at the back of the coin. Check the spacing between A and M in America. Look at Lincoln's features. Any strange doubling? Check the mint mark, S, D, or none. Examine the rim. Is it off-center or clipped? If you think you have something special, get it graded by PCGS or NGC. Grading adds major value for collectors and buyers. Part 5. Final thoughts and call to action. So there you have it, folks. The 1998 Lincoln penny may seem common, but certain versions can be incredibly rare and valuable. Whether you're a beginner coin hunter or a seasoned collector, this is one penny worth keeping an eye out for. Imagine turning a simple cent into hundreds, maybe even thousands, of dollars. Have you found a 1998 wide AM or any other Lincoln penny errors in your collection? Drop a comment below and let us know. We love hearing your coin stories, and if you learned something new or enjoyed this deep dive, smash that like button, subscribe to RF Coins, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a video about valuable coins that could be hiding right in your home. This is RF Coins, bringing you the richest history from the smallest coins. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next penny be a goldmine. Outro music fades in, RF Coins, logo animation, on-screen text, subscribe, like, share, comment. Next video preview, Top 10 Most Valuable Lincoln Pennies of All Time. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most overlooked yet fascinating modern coins. Yes, we're talking about the 2005 Lincoln penny, a small coin with a surprising story, fascinating history, and a market value that may just leave you stunned. Stay with us, because this little copper beauty might just be worth a lot more than 1 cent. Cut to historical clips of Abraham Lincoln, Civil War images, then the Denver Mint logo. Studio microphone narrator. The Lincoln cent, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been in circulation since 1909, designed by Victor David Brenner to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. But today, our focus is on the 2005 Lincoln penny, struck at the legendary Denver Mint. A year that may seem ordinary, but hidden among millions of coins are rare gems that can fetch serious money. And yes, you heard it right. Some of these 2005 pennies are currently valued as high as $898.068 in pristine condition. That's nearly $900,000 for a single penny. Scene: slow-motion coin spinning, then landing flat under magnifier, showing the mint mark. Studio microphone narrator. So, what makes a 2005 penny so special? Let's uncover the layers. First, we look at the mint mark. The D under the date means it was minted in Denver, one of the United States' primary coin-producing facilities. In 2005 alone, over 3.5 billion Lincoln pennies were struck at the Denver Mint. But wait, among those billions, a handful came out with rare errors, die varieties, and striking anomalies, making them extremely valuable in the coin collecting market. Scene: high-definition close-ups of various error types, including double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. Studio microphone narrator. Let's talk about the types of rare errors you should be looking for in your 2005 Lincoln pennies. Small blue diamond double die error. Look closely at Lincoln's I, the date, and the letters Liberty and In God We Trust. If they appear to be doubled or shadowed, you may have a highly collectible coin. Small blue diamond off-center strike. When the design is misaligned, and parts of the coin are blank, these can easily fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars depending on severity. Small blue diamond clipped planchet error. A portion of the coin is literally missing in a curved shape, and yes, this minting flaw can be very valuable. Small blue diamond die cracks and cuds, raised lines or blobs of metal from broken dies. Rare varieties with prominent cracks are extremely collectible. Now imagine finding a 2005 penny with one of these features in your loose change or old coin jar. Scene: charts showing rising auction prices over time with dramatic music. Studio microphone narrator. Let's talk numbers. Some 2005 Lincoln cents with dramatic errors or in high-grade mint state condition have sold in auctions for over $1,000, $5,000, even $10,000. But the most exciting find, a near-perfect MS. 69 red 2005 Lincoln penny was estimated to have a collector's value of around $898.068 due to its incredible rarity, condition, and collector demand. That's right, nearly $900,000 for a tiny copper coin, and you could have one sitting unnoticed in your coin jar right now. Scene: collector flipping through a coin album, placing the 2005 penny in a protective case. Studio microphone narrator. So how do you know if your coin is valuable? Heavy checkmark. Examine your 2005 penny under a magnifying glass. Heavy checkmark. Look for shine, color, and no contact marks, especially red, brilliant luster. Heavy checkmark. Check for rare errors, doubling, striking issues. Off-centers. Heavy checkmark. Get it graded. Certified coins from PCGS or NGC can increase value dramatically. Heavy checkmark. Keep it safe. Use protective holders to avoid damage. Even if your penny isn't worth thousands, it could still hold collector value of $5, $50, even $200, depending on condition. Scene: YouTuber sitting at desk, surrounded by coins, smiling at camera. Studio microphone narrator. At RF Coins, we believe every coin has a story, and every collector, beginner or expert, deserves to know the value hiding in plain sight. So if you have a 2005 Lincoln penny, take another look, because you might be holding a treasure worth hundreds, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. Closing scene: animation of RF Coins logo with upbeat music. Studio microphone narrator. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to RF Coins for more exciting deep dives into rare coin values, error hunts, and collector secrets. Share this video with your friends and family. You never know who might be sitting on a small fortune without even realizing it. This is RF Coins, where every penny counts. And some count a whole lot more. Clapperboard end screen suggestions, play button, top 10 most valuable Lincoln pennies ever found. Play button, how to identify penny errors that are worth money. Play button, coins that turned ordinary people into millionaires.